That's Randy Whitman's 5 as we get into the second half.
Gortat never really felt at home in Phoenix, it seemed, but he got a lot of his bounce back to the step when he was traded to the Wizards, where he was really a great fit alongside that young backcourt.
And Beal kicks to Nene. Nice ball movement by Washington. And he gets the bucket. And 11 points for Paul Pierce.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
Timeout called, Cleveland. And the Wizards trading Emeka Okafor and a draft pick for Gortat. Clark seemed like a pretty good move at the time.
Yeah, you know, Okafor had that season-ending injury. The Wizards making a push for the playoffs, and they were able to re-sign Gortat this offseason.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Out to Shumpert. Clock at 6. From 11 feet away. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Shumpert's got 6.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
Nene setting the pick for Pierce. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
You know, from that in-between range, they've actually been a much hotter team.
Well, when you make perimeter shots and knock down those jumpers, it opens up everything else.
Why don't we take this chance now to show you the most active wing defenders in the league? These are this season's steals leaders at small forward. LeBron James third.
You know, if you're an opposing small forward, this could also be called a list of the league's most annoying players because they will be in your jersey all night when you're up against them.
And they're not just good on-the-ball defenders. They'll torment the players they're not guarding. A lot of those steals are the result of passes he gets his hands on away from the ball.
Wizards leading by 17. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Yes, Kevin, LeBron James joining a younger team with the Cleveland Cavaliers. He said, "We're not ready right now. It will be a long process. My goal is still to win as many titles as possible, but what's most important for me is bringing one trophy back to Northeast Ohio." Our city hasn't had that feeling in a long, long time. Kevin, what a worthy goal.
Cleveland's Flash Pro Championship back in 1964, Doris. Thanks. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
Looking at the Cavaliers over the last 10 and how they compare to the rest of the league, this is what we've got. First in rebounding, 8th in scoring, and they're in the top 3rd in the league in blocks. They're a team that really doesn't give many good looks.
Then probably what impresses me the most, Clark, out of all those stats you're talking about is the rebounds per game, because this is a team that has become very physical. They'll put a body on you, and they'll really dominate the paint if you don't stand up to the task and really attack them back. Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Iman Shumpert, an aggressive perimeter defender with lockdown potential. Still very foul-prone early in his career, but he's got a chance to be elite defensively as he continues to grow.
And the dunk by James. Wizards leading by 17. Outside, Pierce. And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Smith comes in for Kevin Love. Irving against Wall. Wall draws the double. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. The 19-foot shot. And that one's good by Pierce. Pierce has got 7 now in this quarter.
They're on fire from mid-range, guys. They found the weakness in the defense, and they're exploiting it to a T.
not often you see a team rely on that shot like they have.
A different look now for Cleveland. Varejao comes in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Here's Beal.
Watch out! Oh, what throw down there, man!
Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't
come
remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw one.
Oh, man, that was just amazing.
An even 3-on-3 break. No one near James as he lets it go. No good with the triple. Here's Pierce. Rebound by Dellavedova.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Here's Beal. And he uses the glass on the layup. Beal's got 10.
That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
From deep, James. LeBron with another miss.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. And that one's good by Pierce.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
LeBron passes to Dellavedova. No one near Smith as he lets it go. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick three of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Cavaliers shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Marion is out there with Anderson Varejao. Then it's Mike Miller. Then it's James Jones. And it's Dellavedova in at the point guard. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. Washington's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Here's Wall. Off the left rim and out. And here are the Cavaliers. Down low. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
Remains Washington ball. 18 seconds on the shot clock. 18.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Man, they've done a really nice job of extending their lead, Kevin.
And Nene slams it in. Absolutely, Clark. No one in his airspace on that dunk.
Yeah, but come on, Kevin. The defense can't let that happen.
I hope they let it happen more. It's fun to watch that guy fly.
Just a gift, 2 points they gave up. That's awful. That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
You know, there are around 150 current NBA players with D-League experience. The developmental league, which started back in 2001 with 8 teams, now has 8 teams. The structure has changed a little bit over the years, but I think you have to say that the D-League has become a big success for the NBA.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Wall attacking. Pierce kicks to Wall. Here's Gortat. No luck. So Cleveland will take it the other way.
And, you know, this season, the Knicks, the Pistons, and the Magic acquiring single affiliation with D-League teams, and that seems to be a trend. The Knicks and Pistons moving them close to White Plains, New York, and Grand Rapids, Michigan, respectively, looking to develop players within their system and get them back and forth quickly from their D-League assignments. Makes sense and looks to be moving towards more of the Major League Baseball model.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's just a flat frustration foul right there.
Boy, down like they are, he just took it out on his opponent. I mean, you've got to keep your composure. I don't think that was one of his best moments.
And of the 18 D-League teams, 15 are in single affiliation, Steve, with One NBA team, about half of those owned outright by their parent ball club.
Well, it's moving in that direction, Kevin, a place to develop talent and test out new methods. Wouldn't surprise me at all to see every NBA team with their own D-League affiliate before long.
Beal from long range. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mozgov's got 6 rebounds in the game.
2 points.
The shot's good from LeBron.
LeBron James.
Wizards leading by 20. Pass to Beal. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And the shot is good.
Well, since we hit half number 2, he's finally come around. The first half was not his best, obviously.
Irving kicks to LeBron. Back to Irving. Lets it go from the wing. And James with the basket on the assist by Irving.
LeBron James.
11 points for LeBron.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And a lot of contact right there. I think the officials are making the correct call here. And this sort of call, of course, always about protecting the players. You can't allow unnecessary contact. And sometimes the players let the emotion get the best of them. And you make a foul like that, it's going to be enforced every time.
You know, Steve, I don't think many people would disagree with the stance that it's a very important objective to make sure everything is done to limit any sort of unnecessary contact.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Irving dishes to Love. Irving kicks to Shumpert. And it's off from 3-point range. Wizards have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. The Wizards working the ball around now. Pierce the pass to Beal. The feed now to Nene. Again, the Wizards score.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Wizards.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And if you had to pick one player who would maybe take over everyone else in terms of picking up his game, it was, I think, that kind of a night for Paul Pierce. He was doing everything right, and the points seemed to come in bunches. He definitely had the hot hand.
Now the pass to Beal. Back to Pierce. Wide open look. Another one falls for Washington.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
21 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
Probably time to just say it, guys. This game is over.
I think you're right on target there. A surreal alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
Man, and it all had to be perfect and in precision. That's not nearly as easy as they made it look.
And Wall kicks to Gortat. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
They got to feel pretty good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home floor.
Yeah, and just riding it out here now. I mean, they gave the fans what they wanted.
You know, if this had come earlier, they might have been able to get back into it.
Yeah, but as it is, too little, too late.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Paul Pierce.